Hello, we are back for week 3 of the word wall. We're going to add 3 more words to the word wall. Now we'll have a total of 15 words that every week we are working really hard to spell correctly. And anytime you need to spell one of these words, you need to look at the word wall to make sure you're spelling it correctly. These words for this week are laughed, until, very, want, and who. Now I'm going to talk to you about each of those words. The first word is laughed. And laughed is tricky because it uses this GH here to say the F sound. And actually the ED on the end is saying, a T sound. So, and I don't know why this U is here. So it should be L-A-F-T, laughed. But instead we have the U and the GH and the ED. So that's why laughed is a confusing word. The next word is until. And a lot of the words that sound like until have a double L at the end, like fill and pill. But for some reason, until only has one L at the end. The next word is very. And very doesn't make sense because this E is making an A sound. And a lot of words that sound like very actually have a double R, like berry and merry, as in Merry Christmas. But very only has one R. The next word is want, and I think want actually makes a lot of sense, but sometimes we have these confusing words that start with W that often have an H in them. So some kids want to spell want with a W-H than the A-N-T. But actually want just makes sense. So we don't want to put that H in there. And the last word is who. And I have no idea why who isn't spelled H-U. That would make a whole lot of sense. But for some reason, this is one of those W-H words. Who is spelled W-H-O, not H-U. Okay, we're going to get our skywriters out. We're going to write each of these words in the air in front of us. So get your fingers ready and spell these words in the sky. Here we go. Laughed. Spell it with your fingers. L-A-U-G-H-E-D. Laughed. Until. U-N-T-I-L. Until. Very. V-E-R-Y. Very. Want. W-A N-T, want. And who, W-H-O, who. Okay, it's time for our word wall riddles. You need to have a pencil and a sticky note and number your sticky note 1 to 5. Pause the video, and when you have that ready, you can restart it, and we'll do 5 riddles for the word wall. Alright, our word wall riddles are getting a little trickier because there are now 15 words on the word wall. I'm going to give you a riddle for 5 of those words, so have your sticky note and your pencil ready and look at the word wall to help you spell these words correctly. Okay, number 1. Here's the clue for number 1. What did I just do? I just blank. Look at the word wall and spell that word next to number 1 on your sticky note. If you need more time, pause the video. I'm going to move on to clue number 2. Clue number 2. This is a compound word on the word wall. That means it's 2 words in one. And this compound word only has 4 letters. Take a look at the word wall. Can you find a compound word with 4 letters? Once you do, write it next to number 2. Pause the video if you need more time. Number 3. This is something an owl would say, although we think this word should start with an H, but it doesn't. Write that next to number 4, that word wall word. Pause the video if you need more time. Make sure you're copying it correctly. Number 4, oh no, that was number 3, I'm sorry. You should have that word that an owl says next to number 3. Now we're moving on to number 4. Number 4. This word sounds like there should be an A in it, and there's not. And the words that sound like this word are berry and Mary. Okay, write that next to number 4 on your sticky note. And the last one is this word ends in one L, but a lot of words that sound like it end in 2 L's. Look at the word wall. Which word ends with the letter L? Write that next to number 5. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, here's my sticky note. Yours should look a lot like this. Now we're going to get ready to say each letter to ourselves and underline each letter as we say it. Okay, number 1 is laughed. Say each letter as you underline it. Say it to yourself quietly. L, A, U, G, H, E, D, laughed. 2 is into. Underline the letters as you say them. I, N, T, O, into. If you made a mistake, you need to fix it. Pause the video and fix your mistakes. All these words need to be spelled correctly. Number 3, who. W, H, O, who. 4, very. V, E, R, Y, very. And 5, until. U, N, T, I, L, until. So those are our words for the week. Laughed, until, very, want, and who. Now there are 15 words that I expect that you're spelling correctly all the time. Okay, the last thing I want you to do is put your name on your sticky note and then put your sticky note on your sticky spot so I can check and see if you're spelling your word well words correctly, if you're underlining them so you're checking the spelling. I look forward to seeing your work on the sticky spot.